You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, you guys. So salute to everybody that's tapped in. I told y'all I was gonna pull back up and give y'all some updates on what's going on, and man, it just went bad, boy. Man, salute to everybody that's in the building. Those y'all come in, y'all hit the like button. Let's try to get over 1,000 likes in this video. Share this video, like this video. Appreciate all of y'all that joined the stream, and we're definitely gonna talk about this. Also, I want to shout out to Roberta Collins for coming through with a $25 donation in the Cash App. Also, I want to shout out Shandu for coming through with a $20 donation in the Cash App. Shout out to Nia Pickett with a $25 donation in the Cash App today. Salute to all of y'all for showing love to the channel, man. And the link's always going to be pinned at the top of the comment section where y'all can support the channel. I appreciate all the people who's coming in showing love, man. It is a wrap, y'all. Boy, this thing ended bad, boy. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Let me get a mic check real quick so I know we good. Matter of fact, let me check to make sure the mic is good myself because I don't see anybody in the comment section. Let me check to make sure the mic is good. That way I can just get right on with the show. Boy, this is bad work right here. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure we good. Make sure this mic is good because I can't see anybody in the comments. Y'all pull up, you know. Make sure this mic okay, yeah, we good. Okay, the mic is good. Look, let's get right into this, man. Boy, Donald Trump is dumb. This is the biggest fool. This man, we all thinking that Donald Trump may have just said, kick Pam Bondi, you know, enter, on the way out the front door. But it seems like this might have been a play by Donald Trump that's going to backfire. Donald Trump may have fired Pam Bondi to avoid what's supposed to happen next week. What's supposed to happen next week? Pam Bondi was voted by people in her own party to take her arse up there and testify on the Jeffrey Epstein files on April the 14th, which is next Tuesday. Pam Bondi, the same way they demanded that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, a former president and secretary of the state, had to go up there or they were going to put them in prison. It got so bad that they were getting ready to draw up the charges to go get Bill and Hillary Clinton arrested. That Bill and Hillary Clinton at the last minute broke and went up there and testified for hours. They both went up there and did their testimony. That destroyed Trump. That ended Trump. And that ended Pam Bondi. Today, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys remember what happened, Pam Bondi was then subpoenaed. They demanded that she go up there and testify under the penalty of perjury in a deposition for Jeffrey Epstein and the Jeffrey Epstein files. Pam Bondi was shocked that happened because Republicans in her own party voted that she needed to go testify on this situation. And then something happened a couple of days ago. Donald Trump fired Pam Bondi. He just kicked her ass out of there suddenly. And everybody's like, damn, Donald Trump's a bad dude, man. Why would you fire a woman so loyal? Well, now it seems like that might have been a play. Because Pam Bondi, ladies and gentlemen, as of right now, has just come out and stated that she is refusing to testify. It's over with for Donald Trump, boy. Pam Bondi is refusing to testify, and she will not appear for her testimony in a deposition before the House Oversight Committee and the Government Reform Committee on the Justice Department's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files. It is over with, boy. They're going to lock her ass up. Now, according to reports, the House Oversight Committee, chaired by Representative James Comer, had issued a bipartisan subpoena to Pam Bondi in March of 2026, requiring her sworn deposition about the Department of Justice release of the Epstein-related investigation materials in compliance with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The subpoena passed with support from all Democrats and several Republicans, including Republican Nancy Mace of South Carolina. It was directed to Pam Bondi by name, not solely by her official title. President Donald Trump then removed Pam Bondi as the Attorney General last week and appointed her deputy, Todd Blanche, as acting Attorney General. In response, the Department of Justice informed the committee that Pam Bondi is no longer obligated to appear. They trying to tell the committee that, oh, we fired Pam Bondi. She doesn't have to appear now. Donald Trump is a slick, you know what? He's over with. It's done. In a letter from the Department of Justice, Donald Trump's Department of Justice, to Chairman Comer, right, which was not copied to Democrats, which Democrats called unusual. The Assistant Attorney General, Patrick D. Davis, stated that Pam Bondi was subpoenaed only in her official capacity as Attorney General. Since she is no longer hold the office, the department's position is that the subpoena no longer obligates her to appear on April the 14th. Don't y'all see the dirt that Donald Trump is doing? He is over with, boy. The Department of Justice also asked Comer to confirm that the subpoena is withdrawn and cited the department's voluntary cooperation with the oversight. The House Oversight Committee's response, Republican leadership. A committee spokesperson confirmed the Department of Justice's position. The Department of Justice has stated that Pam Bondi will not appear on April the 14th for a deposition since she is no longer Attorney General and was subpoenaed in her capacity as Attorney General. However, the committee is not treating the matter as closed. The spokesperson added the committee will contact Pam Bondi's personal counsel to discuss next steps regarding scheduling her deposition. The Democrats on the committee strongly dispute the Department of Justice's view and insist that the subpoena remains binding. Ranking member Representative Robert Garcia issued a statement. Now that Pam Bondi has been fired, she's trying to get out of her legal obligation to testify before the Oversight Committee about the Epstein files and the White House cover-up. Our bipartisan subpoena is to Pam Bondi, whether she is Attorney General or not. All lies will be exposed. You don't bow down before man, you bow down before God, and that's it. She must come in to testify immediately. And if she defies the subpoena, we will begin contempt charges in the Congress. The survivors deserve justice. Other Democrats, such as Representative Summer Lee, have echoed this, noting that Pam Bondi will be out of compliance with a lawful subpoena and emphasizing that former officials, including prior attorney generals, have been required to testify. Representative Nancy Mace, Republican, and Representative Ro Khanna, Democrat, had previously urged Comer in writing to enforce the subpoena post-firing, calling Bondi's testimony essential for accountability on the Jeffrey Epstein files. The subpoena stemmed from both Republican and Democrat criticism of the Department of Justice's handling of the Epstein files under Pam Bondi, including discrepancies, an initial claim of an Epstein client list that she later walked back, and questions about withheld documents. Acting Attorney General Blanche has declined to comment on enforcement, leaving it to Comer and noting, possible privileges. Defying a congressional subpoena can lead to contempt proceedings. A committee vote allowed by a House vote and a potential Department of Justice referral, though enforcement would ultimately rest with the current Justice Donald Trump Department. No direct statement from Pam Bondi or her personnel have been reported yet. The committee plans to reach out directly. Pam Bondi could face criminal prosecution for willfully denying the House Oversight Committee subpoena under the same federal statute, 2 U.S.C. 192, that applies to anyone who refuses a valid congressional subpoena for testimony or documents. This is the mechanism referenced in three proceedings or excuse me, this is the mechanism referenced in recent threats or proceedings against the Bill Clintons in the same Epstein-related probe, right? Trump, what they've done is Trump thought he's outsmarted everybody. If you don't see how dirty that administration is now, something is wrong with you. Donald Trump did not fire Pam Bondi because he doesn't like Pam Bondi. Donald Trump and Pam Bondi ran a play, in my opinion. They ran a play. Donald Trump fired Pam Bondi so that they could come up with a plan that she would not have to testify on the Epstein files. If that ain't dirty, if that ain't corruption at the highest level of the office of the United States of America, I don't know what is. If Pam Bondi did not have anything to hide about the Epstein files, why wouldn't she go testify the same way they forced a former president, the same way they forced a former Secretary of State, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, to go up there and to testify? Pam Bondi is finished. Donald Trump is finished. By Pam Bondi refusing to go testify next Tuesday on the Epstein files, she has now not only exposed Donald Trump even further than what he already was exposed, but she has destroyed herself. And she will go to prison for a long time, maybe for the rest of her life, beside Donald J. Trump. This is bad news, boy. So, everybody that saw Donald Trump fire Pam Bondi was also loyal to Donald Trump. She's still loyal to Donald Trump because Donald Trump sent her to the private sector, because Donald Trump looked at every law possible in every way possible to weasel her out of that questioning. Donald Trump is trying to protect Pam Bondi, and it's not going to work. It's going to backfire. They forced Bill and Hillary Clinton to go up there and testify. That was their biggest mistake because they forced prison time on them. And now you try to weasel Pam Bondi out by firing her at the last minute and saying that, oh no, she's fired. She doesn't need to go testify now. Doesn't work like that. It shows you how dirty Donald Trump and his entire team are. And if you act like you want to ignore this or you don't want to see this, you're dirty too. You're scum too. And it's just as simple as that. You are a living, breathing scumbag if you ignore these truths. You are one of the worst type of people in the world if you ignore these truths. You are just an ignorant, diabolical person if you ignore these truths. It is over with. And to the person who says show the evidence, oh, you're going to see the evidence. The evidence is that they're running. They're running from the testimony. See, they forced Bill and Hillary Clinton, which I believe was rightfully so, to go testify before Congress because I believe that Bill and Hillary Clinton both are dirty. I believe they're all dirty. And I believe that Donald Trump firing Pam Bondi was not because he doesn't like Pam Bondi or doesn't feel like she's loyal. It's because Donald Trump had to make sure that Pam Bondi is not forced to testify. So he's trying to use an excuse that I fired her. She's no longer having to go and fulfill that deposition. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Pam Bondi is done because here's the thing. Under the law, she was the deputy attorney general. She was attorney general during this time. So the fact that she was in charge, she's still binding because they subpoenaed her by her name, not just her position. She was the person that was in charge and that was running the show. She's done. And Donald Trump is done too. She didn't want to get up under that testimony because when they ask her those questions and she lies under oath, she knows that if the Dems flip those seats midterms, they're going to arrest her ass right along with Donald Trump when they prosecute him and when they impeach him. You can see the writing on the wall. It's all right there. They're done. You ask yourself, why would she reject? If you're honest and you really want to help victims, why would you have a problem? You guys forced the Clintons to go up there, which was the right thing to do. You forced the Clintons to go up there and testify. That was the right thing to do. That was the right thing to do, to make the Clintons testify. But you, why won't you go testify, Pam Bondi? What's the problem with you? Why won't you testify, Pam Bondi? What happened, Pam? What happened? It's sad, brothers and sisters. Donald Trump is going to prison. I'm going to tell y'all why. Because Donald Trump have barked up the wrong tree. Donald Trump went after his political enemies. They're going to do the same to him. Hard body. And they're waiting for revenge. That is why Donald Trump's contemporaries are so upset that he continues this war, because as long as he continues this war, he buries them even further and further and further as far as any chance of recovery to be able to win any future election. And they know it. They know it. It's over with, y'all. You might as well pack this shit up. It's a wrap. Pam Bondi and Donald Trump and everybody else that have helped cover this up, they will all be lined up and sent to prison. And don't say I'm lying, because we've seen all these other former Donald Trump associates get prosecuted and sent to prison. Don't make me name their names. And to the person who says she's no longer a Fed employee, they didn't do her a Fed employee. It doesn't matter. They subpoenaed her by name. Did you read the paperwork? Did you read the paperwork, sir? I see you in the comment section. Did you read the paperwork? Did you read the paperwork, sir? Did you read the paperwork? I'm asking you a question. Did you read the paperwork? Huh? I'm asking you a question. Did you read the paperwork? I'm asking you. Because you said it in the comment section, sir. So I'm asking you right now. They outsmarted Donald Trump. They outsmarted Donald Trump. You say you just saw a statement. You're wrong, sir. The House Oversight Committee subpoena for Pam Bondi was issued to her by name. Pamela J. Bondi. Pamela Joe Bondi, sir. The fuck is wrong with you? Not strictly limited to her job title, in a way that automatically expires with her removal from office. Right? She's done. She has to go and show up. She has to. They did. He didn't read it. He's a damn fool. He's a damn fool. Even some Republicans are acknowledging now, including Representative Nancy Mace, Republican, who led that push. She explicitly states that it was to Pam Bondi by name, not by title. Representative Mace says our motion to subpoena Pam Bondi was for Bondi by name, not title. She will still have to appear. That's her quote. And if she doesn't appear, they can lock her up just like they won't lock the Clintons up. And remember, I told you that they wasn't planning they was going to lock the Clintons up? Didn't I tell you that? You thought I was playing? And remember, y'all said, oh, the Clintons will never. These mofos came in here and they told me that the Clintons would never, right? Never have to go testify. Everybody that was in here, y'all heard them people tell me that. And I told them, you lost your damn mind. They're going to lie. And the worst thing they did was enforce the Clintons to go up there. Because now they got to do the same thing for Pam Bondi. The worst thing they did was force the Clintons, because the Clintons was trying to use the argument that Bill Clinton was a former president and Hillary Clinton was a former Secretary of State. So they tried to use it. Oh, this is unprecedented that you would call us. And they said, no, if you don't go, we're going to put you in prison. Period. Right? Well, guess what? These dummies did that and didn't think that it was going to apply to Pam Bondi. So this is why Donald Trump came out and fired Pam Bondi. Not because he hated Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi did too much for Donald. I can only imagine the things that Pam Bondi did for Donald Trump. We'll leave that for another day. But yeah, Pam Bondi, man, again, it's over with, boy. They gonna lock her ass up. Click, click. And they gonna lock him up too. Boy, you talking about some of the most corrupt people in the world. They're going to prison. Listen, even the Democrats. Representative Nancy Mace came out and said our motion to subpoena Pam Bondi was for Bondi by name, not by title. She still has to appear. Representative Robert Garcia said our bipartisan subpoena is to Pam Bondi, whether she's Attorney General or not. They compare it to subpoenas issued to former officials. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? Bondi was subpoenaed in her official capacity, the Department of Justice is saying, as Attorney General, not a personal capacity. That's what Donald Trump's position is trying to say. Why is Donald Trump's team trying to prevent Pam Bondi from testifying? Boy, if this don't tell y'all what y'all need to know, I don't know what else to tell y'all. This man don't start a whole war to avoid from the Epstein files. You guys are disgusting, disgraceful, and you guys are condoning this stuff. I hold you as a part of condoning this. Period. I hold you as a part of condoning this. You people don't want to know the truth. You're scumbags. You're just like them. You're scum. You're scum. And guess what? You're all going down with them. All of you. Period. And so the person said nothing will happen. Excuse me. You see the Clintons showed up. Nothing happened to the Clintons because they showed up at the last minute. Janet jackass. That's why. Yeah. 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 That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Nothing happened to the Clintons, you damn fool. Because they were getting ready to arrest the Clintons. It had already crossed that line. And the Clintons agreed at the 12th hour to go and testify. The Clintons were never going to testify until they saw, oh, these mofos are serious. They really going to come lock us up. They really were going to do it. That was the biggest mistake ever. Because once you enforce that on the Clintons, now it's over with. It's up. Because now you have Republicans out here too saying, no, she needs to go testify. Right? See, I'm going to tell you something. Not all these Republicans are on board with Donald Trump's sick agenda. Not all of these Republicans even like Donald Trump. They've only dealt with Trump because, hey, the Republican Party leaned that way. They don't want to lose their entire career, so they've had to go along with this shit. As soon as Donald Trump is out of the way, they're going to go back to how they used to be. They can't wait till this Donald Trump shit gets out of the way. I'm telling you, they can't. They can't. So Pam Bondi, she is going to prison. She's going to jail if she doesn't take her ass up there. They gave her the subpoena with her name on it. Donald Trump fired this woman thinking if he fired her, she wouldn't have to go testify. It had nothing to do with he doesn't like her or he isn't loyal to her. Donald Trump tried to outsmart everybody. Not going to work. Going to backfire on that ass. And that's exactly what's going on right now. And that is the reason why she is facing being criminally prosecuted and thrown in jail. And every time after she's thrown in jail that she refuses to to go because they'll keep just subpoenaing her, it adds another charge. It adds another charge. So she thinks she was protected. That's why Donald Trump, normally when he fires you, he tells you to get out of here. Donald Trump fired her, but this should have been a clear sign to y'all. When he sent her, when Donald Trump sent her to the private sector, that should have let y'all know, hold on, he's not completely kicking her out. Hold on. Why is he just moving her around right now? Oh, he's doing that. He's doing that because he doesn't want her to have to get under that, because he know they're gonna tear her ass up when they get her up under those questioning next Tuesday. And I hope they send her ass straight to jail. Now you're gonna see corruption at its highest level with Donald Trump coming up. Y'all already know he's an habitual liar. Look at all the things he lied about with the war and with his negotiations. Man ain't negotiate a damn thing. They still fighting right now. He's unhinged, insane, untrustworthy. He's like all the rest of these politicians. I told you, if it was for me, I'd lock him, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden. I'd lock all their asses up together. Pam Bondi, I put all of them in the same prison. What's the vice president's name? Old funny face. He going too. Every last one of them. The entire Trump Department of Justice, you going too. All of them. I'll lock every last one of their asses up together. J.D. Vance, he gone too. Boy, Donald Trump is a diabolical dude, bro. He thought firing Pam Bondi was going to get her out of this subpoena on next Tuesday. Pam Bondi was going to go testify, and her session was going to be like 10, 12 hours. They were going to annihilate her ass next Tuesday on the Epstein files. If she don't show up, boy, they going to push a line on this shit. Because they got Republicans on board, too. It's going to get real ugly. So to the dude who said that, you said that lie, brother, you a liar, brother. You're a liar, and I have the truth right here in front of me, sir. You are a liar. The truth is, sir, since you want to know the truth is, sir, right, that Pam Bondi was subpoenaed by name. So they're trying to lie. Donald Trump and them are trying to, but you got to ask yourself a question. Why would Donald Trump and them be avoiding transparency? Why would Pam Bondi have anything to hide? I'm going to tell y'all why Pam Bondi doesn't want to go testify. Because it's under the penalty of perjury. And if you lie before Congress, that's a federal crime. Period. And any lie that she tells before Congress, they'll use against her, charge her, and lock her ass up like the rest of those cronies they locked up around Donald Trump. And she knows it. See, these people, what they've done is they've basically sworn themselves to a devil. Point blank period. That's what they've done. You know what I'm saying? They've sworn themselves to a devil and to a demon. And what's happened is that they can't get out of it. They're so deep in. Either they know that they're finished completely, or they just gotta, ride it out to the end. Period. You said Clinton lied. He ain't in jail. He should be in jail. To the person Treyway 29, Bill Clinton should be in prison right beside him. Hillary Clinton too. They all should be in there together. They was all together. They should all be in the prison together. Every last one of them. That's why I told y'all you should abolish the two-party system. The Democrats, they just as dirty as the Republicans. I be telling y'all this. This is the reason why you have to abolish the two-party system. Because, see, Bill Clinton was all up in that shit, too. And and you can't trust him. He lied to you about Monica Lewinsky. There's nothing else to believe from that clown. Simple as that. There's nothing else to believe from him, right? So, I mean, this is just, bro, this is sad on all levels, man. This is why I told y'all, all these people, Joe Biden, he's a liar, too. Complete scum. You would free your criminal ass son, but got other people got to do their time and do their sentence. But you showing favoritism. Then they want to get mad when Donald Trump showed favoritism, but they don't want to talk about how Joe Biden did that with his son. It's bullshit. They're all dirty. I'm telling y'all this. Telling y'all that. This is why I told y'all I've never voted, because they all full of shit in their own ways. The only thing with Donald Trump is he's just more overtly with it. He's just a sick individual, just through and through. He'll just come say all of the shit that these people say in press. He say it on social media. He just, something's wrong with him. Period. Yeah, I mean, listen, I told you, a lot of these people that have been political leaders have been dirty. All these, I mean, bro, I've been, this is from like long time ago. But this ain't just a one-sided situation. They need to clean out this entire system of Democrat, Republican. I'm telling y'all this. This have destroyed the world, bro. They're in fight. They fight like 3-year-olds, bro. It have destroyed the entire world. Democrats. Don't you get tired of turning to hearing that shit every day? Republicans, man. Hey, Democrats, man. They fight like 3-year-olds. This shit is sad. They'll shut down the whole government because they got to fight between two sides. It don't make no sense. No maturity in the room. This is why you have to abolish the two-party system. I'm telling you, the people ain't going, they not seeing this, but more and more people are starting to see what I'm talking about, man. I'm telling y'all. And the only fools are all the citizens that sit back here and got to suffer from their bullshit. They sit up here and play. You can't play in my face and lie. Pam Bondi is a goddamn liar. Period. I say it to her face. She's a liar. Point blank, period. Liar. There's no question about it. And the fact, here's the thing. The fact that you would lie in a case surrounded by PDFers, bro, I have zero level of respect for you. None. She get no remorse. I hope they throw her under the prison right beside Ghislaine Maxwell. And I mean that to my core. If you all about transparency and finding out about the victims, why not take your ass up there willingly next week and testify? Bill Gates got to go testify. All these other people got to go testify. Take your ass up there. All these other people got to testify. Take your ass up there. Straight up. People tired of this shit, man. They're literally hiding and protecting shit. Bro, it is diabolical going on out here, y'all. It's diabolical work. I'm telling y'all this. Right? I'm telling y'all this. It's diabolical work, man. You know, I'm y'all see what's up. Y'all see what's up. So it ain't hard to tell, man. Right? And I hope everybody see what's going on. I hope all y'all start to see the truth, man. Because it needs to be told through all the people, man. Stop living a lie. Stop being so uh linked to one side that you will blind yourself to the truth on all sides. You should have your open mind and say, okay, let me see what the truth is on either side. I need to see what the truth is. I don't care about these lies they tell us no more. I would rather know the truth and live in a world where I know that we living off a truthful situation than live off of deceit, lies, and just, bro, all kind of nasty. I want you to think about this, bro. The president of the United States of America has been accused of being a PDF. He's been accused of that. And people just walk every day like it's okay. Are you crazy? And y'all wonder why people say, hey man, we don't like America, they hypocrites. Think about that. This man has been accused of misappropriated behavior sexually over 100 times. Tell me one person in the world that would be accused of sexual misbehavior over 100 times and you say everybody lying. Think about it. From the 70s. And you say, man, everybody lying, man. They all lying. Are you serious? I can understand if it's one. Maybe two. 3 is a limit. But once you start to get 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60 people making the same type of accusations, man, think about this, bro. That shows y'all how sick our world is and how twisted our world is. But they got laws that will put other people to prison for this, but they don't want to hold themselves to their own standards. Meanwhile, we run around here playing police to the world, and we ain't even police ourselves. Right? You damn right, ma'am. She says that Donald J. Trump's own personal lawyer went to jail behind his foolishness. What makes her different? Pam, take your silly ass. Oh, she's going to jail too. This is a thing that these dummies don't see. They think that this is just a career opportunity. These people risk their whole lives for Donald Trump. This is stupid. It is diabolical crazy work that you would risk your entire life for Donald Trump. You have to be completely brainwashed to move like that. And I mean that. Completely brainwashed. It's sad, man. It really is. The state of affairs and how people is acting out here and moving. Bro, this is sad, bro. That people can't even be mature adults and say, you know what, man, this is right and that's wrong, man. Nope, they picking sides. They pick a side, man. It's just sad, bro. And the side they're not picking the side of righteousness and truth. They're picking the side of, oh, I like Trump, man. I voted for him, man. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. Secretly, a lot of these people are like that, and y'all need to start looking at these people. I'm just being honest with you, man. I look at people different, man. People that overlook stuff like that, I look at them different. I never trust, because there's so many demonic, devilish, diabolical people in this world, man. I'm telling y'all this, man. Some of these people don't have, they're heartless, bro. They don't care, right? They can see it on videotape. You can show it to them on videotape, and they still wouldn't care. They wouldn't care, right? As long as their pockets getting greased, or they feel like they're getting something out of the situation, that's how dumbed down our society is, man. I'm telling y'all this. That's how dumbed down our society is, right? And it's just it's devastating. And then people trying to separate JD Vance. No, JD Vance right up there with him. He ran with him. He right up there with him. Right up there with him. I don't want to hear JD Vance coming after this trying to separate himself. That wasn't me. I wasn't. Nah, we don't want to hear none of that. None of that. None of that. You wanted to be a yes man, so get this smoke with him, fool. You wanted to be a yes man, get this smoke with him. We're gonna give you this smoke too. Don't come next year talking about, oh, I'm running, but I'm running different than nah, nigga. You was with him. You was with him. You right there with Mike Pence, sucker. You right there with Mike Pence. I'm telling y'all this. All them people was together, man. All of them. Clintons, Trump, all of them. You seen it. You seen it. So when they lock her ass up, I'm gonna have a celebration on this channel. You watch what they do to her ass. She don't go over there next week on next Tuesday. You watch. They're gonna start that paperwork on her ass. You watch what I tell you. Right? I'm gonna have a celebration when they lock her ass up. I can't wait to hear the cuffs. And I wanna see her do the perp walk. I wanna see them go and put handcuffs on her ass and drag her ass, and I wanna see them tears come down her eyes, knowing that it's over with. I wanna see that shit. And I wanna see the ultimate test when she knows that it's over with. And she's only got one way out, and that's to snitch on Donald Trump. And I want to see what she gonna do. She gonna lay it all on the line? I told y'all this. This woman right here, bro. Who knows what she'd have? I ain't even gonna say that. Don't let me take it there. I don't want to take it there. Like I said though, like I said. So you know, to each his own. But you don't take your ass up there next week, Pam Bondi. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't take your ass up there next week. They gonna lock your ass up. They gonna lock your ass up. I'm gonna be so happy because it's gonna be one step closer to Donald Trump. And you gonna have to make a decision, woman. You gonna have to make a decision because what you did with those Epstein files. Whoa, man, that was diabolical. Think about this, y'all. The country is at war right now. We going through all this war and stuff right now because of the Epstein files. Because Donald Trump did not want this all over the news every day. He preferred to have a war on the news every day than us to be talking about everything that was in the Epstein files. That is crazy. That is insane. So he was willing to distract everybody, have the entire news distracted. Peep what I'm saying to y'all. Right when the Epstein files was heating up, then he goes to war. That's a diabolical, ill dude, bro. That's an ill dude, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I tell y'all one thing in life, man. You cannot bow down and follow man like that. They always let you down. And that's the problem with a lot of these people. They're like a cult when they're following Donald Trump, man. It literally is. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't decipher right from wrong. Now some of them are trying to, but it's too late. They've already helped put a conglomerate of people around these demons. So now they're trying to walk it back after it's already deep in the ball game. Candace Owens, the list goes on. You know what I mean? But most definitely, man. And how would y'all feel if y'all came back and found out that all those soldiers and people that died and people that were injured and people that put themselves in harm's way? What if y'all end up finding out that this was all over an Epstein files cover up? Boy, that would be one of the most that right there to me. You went and kidnapped another country's president. 23 people were killed over there in that action. Think about this, y'all. All to avoid from the Epstein files. Man, devilish, devilish work, man. Y'all, let's get over 1,000 likes. I'll drop the merchandise later on tonight, you guys. And shout out to all those people once again, as I told y'all, that had donated to my Cash App or PayPal. I shouted y'all out today at the beginning of this video. I'll shout you out again right now. And if y'all donate, you can click the link pinned at the top of the comment section and let me know what y'all think, man. But salute to Roberta Collins, Shandu, and Nia Pickett. All coming through with those big donations today in the Cash App. Salute to y'all. Much love to y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, Pam. See you in prison, girl.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.